Hi, it's Angie. Back to work on the first draft of my horror project titled In the Family. Now, yesterday was the first day working on this project after over a year of having it shelved, and I finished the prologue, so now it's time to dig in really to the heart of the story and start with chapter 1. Now, like I've already mentioned, and if you have no idea what's going on, feel free to check out these videos just to get up to speed. But I have this half draft done, and chapter 1 actually has some edits that I did when I wanted to pick this project up like months and months and months ago. So I think getting this chapter in order is going to take a lot more time than it did with the prologue, because the prologue was literally like less than 400 words, and I was just like taking what I had and tweaking it and adding a bunch. Whereas chapter 1, there's literally like, look how many notes. Like, there's so many edits. And my pen died at some point. It's like, there's so much that I already knew was like wrong and needed to be changed in this chapter 1. And so it's gonna take a lot of time to go through all of this and know what I was doing and then figure out what I want to do instead. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish chapter 1 today, but I at least want to hit my word count so I can keep moving forward in a positive and productive way. So let's just get to it and let's start writing. Okay, writing session is done. I feel great. Let's go over what I did. So, like I said, I was working on chapter 1 and I had a lot of things to get through, but I think I found a system that works. So, like I did for the prologue, I kind of went through the first couple pages of chapter 1 and highlighted what I really liked, what fit in the story but I needed to retweak a little. And then I just kind of started working on a blank document and picking and choosing and pasting things and rewriting things until I got into a good flow. My end of day word count is 1,661 words, and it took me 1 hour and 55 minutes. It's a little hard to say how much I used of like the previous writing and how much was new, but if I kind of just like gauge it a little, probably half. So I probably wrote like 800 new words and reused about 800. I'm feeling really great about this. Again, I love this story. It's so fun for me to jump back into, and I'm really liking the changes I'm making. Let me find something to read, you guys. We went a little like weird and morbid yesterday. Let's see if we can find something a little different. Okay, let's read this. Okay. As they'd left Boston in the rearview mirror, winding up through the Appalachian Mountains, Sam had been overwhelmed by the sheer expanse of it all. The trees seemed to be stacked on top of each other, creating hollows of shadow between them where the light didn't dare reach. It was a thing of fairy tales, the type of woods that harbored witches and candy houses and wolves that ate grandmas. Sam couldn't help but feel the childish sense of wonder and fear as she stared into the depths of that tree line, into the shadows that felt like tiny black holes ready to swallow her whole. How was it so dark when the sun hadn't yet slipped below the horizon? The longer Sam stared, the more she felt an unsettled flutter in her stomach. Death was present here, but it was more than the bodies rotting deep in the earth. It was a palpable thing among the stale crispness in the air. Sam could feel it like an inescapable pressure reaching up from the ground and winding its sinewy fingers around her windpipe. Okay, getting into the story. Again, I'm really happy with what I have so far. There's a lot more to do. Like, I probably only made it like a third or a fourth of the way through this chapter. So we'll be stuck on this for a couple days, but I'm excited. As always, if you want to stick around for the journey of me writing this horror novel and any other updates I have along the way of other projects, don't forget to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. Up through the Appalachian Mountains. Appalachian? Among the stale crispness in the air. I can't say crispness. Why is it so awkward talking to camera?